We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Today,
Gabe,
a battle out of the
you can put the dishes away now.
Between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens.
That's good what you're doing.
On the visiting
I'm really
side,
proud of you for doing that.
Bills and their head coach. Their 7-0 record has made them the envy of this league.
I know, but a lot of people wouldn't do that.
Target on their backs. Facing off against him, head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. This guy's coming off the bye week, so we'll keep an eye on it, Brock. Maybe a small advantage to them because of that.
I'm not talking about the frosting. I'm talking about you with Ben, the interaction.
Kate Scott, Brock Hughes with you. Hoping there's a good one in store for all of us.
I said I'm proud of you.
Off from Baltimore. Returning it from the 4. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. So the Ravens.
You're not that way. We know that.
Offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest. Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Ooh. How ironic. Ray Lewis, yeah.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important.
What?
It keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak because they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those 2 numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. On first down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly.
You're fine, Gabby.
On the same page.
And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Bills have a first down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Back to Shakir, this is caught. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Jair Alexander with the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough.
No, leave them in those boxes.
Boxes? I just said that there was only a couple in each one.
2nd and 6 coming up here. First tone of the game for James Cook. And that one doesn't get him.
The way that they made this league, Riley, they
they did it kind of weird. The guy is obsessed with superstars, so he created superstars all over the league. So fine. My safety is Troy Polamalu. My middle linebacker is Ray Lewis. My other linebacker is Junior Seau.
Play action now, Allen.
Yep. That's Tony Gonzalez that just caught the ball.
And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Fine, you're going to be this way? Fine. Then I am going to build a dream super team. Oh, don't worry, I still have Josh Allen leading the way. Troy Gonzalez. Touchdown. Just what I wanted.
Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest.
Deion Sanderson.
This guy getting any better than he was on that.
No, Barry Sanders.
Yeah, you hear me all the time. Just
Calvin Johnson.
Get the quarterback in the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Just feel
Never had a
the
chance to
game.
be Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, you
Randy
can't
Moss.
be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5 and to finish it off for 6. That is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
No, the guy is really. It's a wild west. He does what he wants to do, and I'm just like, fine. I'm going to build a super team. I don't care about those Roethlisberger. Sorry. I'm sticking with my quarterback, Josh Allen.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
Here. Look at this team here.
Matthew Stafford. Right, he's not legendary. He just has a lot of reputation.
Look at this. Look at this team here. Josh Allen. There's me. I was allowed to put myself in.
O.J. Simpson.
I have O.J. Simpson. Yes, I do.
Came from the kill.
He's good.
Killer.
He's a killer. This guy is a future NFL player, Ron Williams. Tony Gonzalez. I didn't really add more to here. I don't know. I think that's like a fake name. Andrew Pancake. Pancake. Too Tall Jones. Ray Lewis. Junior Seau. I didn't really. Caleb Downs. He's at Ohio State right now.
Wait. What was that other name?
John Lynch. DJ Turner is a real player.
No.
Troy Polamalu.
I saw one that said DJ Turner.
Here's a kicker that's been dead for like 30 years. Lou Groza. I mean, it's the Wild West. Whatever you want to do.
Lamar Jackson ready to go again on
Fine.
offense.
I will play by your stinking Wild West rules. And I will make sure that everyone pays. Oh, it's not created yet. There we go. Nope. That might be the next one. I'm actually not in the market for a receiver, though.
This is 2nd and 6 coming.
I'm not in the market for a receiver. I mean, I could.
Here's Lamar.
Oh, yeah. You get him, Seau.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative.
I need to afford Josh Allen's contract. It goes from 30 to 100 million.
Just find a way to put it at his feet and not.
I got to afford Josh Allen's contract, so that's going to be really difficult. Oh, you fucker. That is Lamar Jackson. I'm not surprised on that, though. That's Lamar.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. 4
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First down, here's Lamar. Complete over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone. These things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Lamar throwing again. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Bills have it as he reports the first interception of his young career.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First and 10. Here's Allen. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. This play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first. All set to go now from the 35.
And the Bills 1st down.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Allen on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch made here at the 17. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. First call here coming from the shotgun. Man in motion, headed right. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock it behind the sticks. Job well done there. Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. They're holding strong wrong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Just 1 yard of the play. That leaves him with 4th and 4. That's the end of our opening quarter. It's an early lead for the Bills. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Bills and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's been a frequent visitor to the end zone over the first couple of months of this season. Right now actually leading the league in rushing touchdowns. On 1st down, they'll run. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. He's looking for Mark Andrews. So 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Lamar out of the pistol. The Bills get to him. Down he goes. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Past the line, he's going to run for it. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
From the red zone on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
17 at the Bills' 17-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. The left side caught by Andrews. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Go get him.
Play fake, Jackson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. The rookie out of Miami with the pick. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Allen on the play action. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That would have been a big completion block if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up 3rd down.
I don't mind that play action shot at all, Kate, especially in this circumstance. The only problem is I think that defensive coordinator was thinking the way the offensive coordinator was as they defended that pretty darn well.
And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And the Bills have a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Allen now on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And one's complete right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Trying it left side with Cook. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long for him here. He lofts it deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Punting unit out now. And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Motion man sent left. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Got to start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Has it at the 37. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bills set to take over offensively. Their winning streak just keeps growing and growing, Brock. 7 wins in a row now, and with this lead, could be an 8th straight. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now Allen. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. But the QB just nailed it.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. 2nd down now. They need 7. Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. Baltimore running its offense out now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. He doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson looking to throw. This one's to Andrews outright. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
18. And the Baltimore 1st down.
First down throw for Jackson. He can run it. And he has this down to the 34. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
He works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That one connects. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get their first points of this game just before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Back to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. So a field goal game at the half. Good ones. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Allen to throw. Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Connects on the crosser. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered. This is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson quick pass wide. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
At the 45-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Looking to throw, Jackson. Gets it to him on the screen. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. They'll throw, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And again, it's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Stepping up, and he's going to run. He doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, but he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be fourth and short.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this. Look down. Here's Jackson. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11. Play action now with Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they make the tackle at the 38. A pickup of 17. And the Bills have a first down. New set of downs for him. That starts at the 38.
It's a gain of 7.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Right back to Shakir. This is caught. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. To the air again. Allen. Finds him over the middle. And this is picked up by the Ravens. So they do take over after the fumble block, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone.
And that is the definition of an impact play from the defense. Everything been going poorly for them, right? They're poised to surrender some big yardage, but one big hit changed all of it and creates a big play on their side instead.
And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
In truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on second down as well.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed over the middle. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Jackson trying to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stuck her at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you silence him.
We hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Back to pass on 2nd and short. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. This one's set up for Lamar. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at 2nd down. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Lamar out of the pistol. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Air it out on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They'll try the right side with Cook, and he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. You see the Ravens making their way out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st down. Here's Lamar. Finds his fullback. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Hauled in by Bateman over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. New set of downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Jackson now on 3rd. This one's to Andrews outright. And this one doesn't go far.
Feet nines, Kate. Feet nines. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nines move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way spark a comeback?
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Pass is caught at the 9. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. That'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sending them on the dime. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far. Working quickly here.
Gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's got Andrews. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
All set to go now from the 35. Allen now on 1st down. drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Bills about to stay unbeaten once again. Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Third and long for him here. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They've rallied to him in time to force the fourth down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look.
The previous play is under review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch
Yeah.
of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He was taken down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season.